Good day and welcome to the channel. In this short video we're going to explain how to patch the leather seat in your car. And in our case we're going to use this Coconix product. So how did we choose this one? Less randomly than you might think. We wanted one that didn't use heat, number one, because we don't want to go through that process. And two, we wanted something that wasn't just goo. We wanted something that actually had a piece of cloth we could tuck under. This met both of those criteria. Let's get to unboxing it and see what's in it. And you'll see why we bought this particular one. By the way, this is completely unsponsored, so please give us a big thumbs up and a like if you find this useful. We would really appreciate it. Now, we bought this particular kit, even though Conconix has one that's just for black. We bought this particular kit because it had all these different colors in it, and our cut isn't that big. We actually have a tear in the seat, and I just need to repair it. And I thought, well, if we're going to go through this, might as well get the one with all of the colors. It was exactly the same price, cost us $30 Canadian, so about $25 US. That should make it handy for future patches. Okay, moving on. What else is in here? Nothing else in the box, and just to show you the box, there's really nothing there. I did notice this designed in the United States, made in PRC. A lot of people won't know that PRC is just China. It's the People's Republic of China. Not a big deal. That's the backing cloth. There's a mixing tray. You only use this for the colors. Spatula to slide the backing cloth in, which you will see in just a moment. Okay, there's the color mix. I'm going to use black, so I don't need to know this. But in your case, if you're trying to figure out which one to get, if you've got that color, well, this is how you would mix it. So the instructions are pretty straightforward. Basically, what you need to do is trim anything that's loose. So if there's threads or there's a tear and it's ugly, trim it off. Yeah, take the scissors, make it bigger, cut it out. Next thing you need to do is if it's over 1/4 of an inch, you're going to need backing cloth. I could probably get away without it in my case, but it's definitely over 1/4 inch, and I'm definitely want something more solid, so I wanted the backing cloth. If you need the mixture colors, make sure you know how to do that. Apply the goo under the cloth that you're repairing, and then work your way from the outside into the center. As it dries, use a cotton pad or cotton swab of some sort with some rubbing alcohol to buff out any edges. And if there's a bulge, again, swab it out. Let's go do it. So there, you can see is the tear. Yeah, so what I need to do is cut a little piece of the cloth out, which I've already done, a little piece of burlap here, made it roughly the same shape, and I'm going to need to tuck it under there using the spatula. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Get it on both sides. I didn't want it to be too large because I have perforated seats. Didn't want it to show through. And get your goo and squish it in. Make sure it's under. Make sure it's going to stick to that cloth that you just put in the burlap. And then put a little on the outside to seal it up. And you can see it looks pretty gross there, but it actually won't be, I think, when it dries. Use the brush to dry it off. So I'm pushing it down here to squish it into the goo. I want it squished right into that goo. Make sure it's pressed down so that it's sticking. You can see a little bit of the goo coming through, which is good. Tidy it up with the brush. Add a little more goo where you think there's not enough. Okay, now it says to let that sit for 2.5 to 3 hours, as long as 2 or 3 days. So as you can see, that seam is now pretty much sealed up. Now there's just that dent that's left. Now if you're in a really hot climate, that will just go away. But right now I'm in Calgary, Alberta in the middle of winter, and the dent that's in the seat isn't going to go away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a heat gun on it. If you don't have a heat gun, you can just use a hair dryer. Beautiful. I realize that in the camera, this doesn't look like it made a huge difference. All right, so let's take a look from this angle and see if it's any better. Nope, on camera it looks horrible, but I'm telling you, it's just the way the light's hitting it, and in reality, looking at it from the way I'm looking at it, it is in great shape. So this Coconix professional leather and vinyl repair kit did a great job. That is sealed. There is no cut left, and with a little bit of heat, it's softened that foam up or whatever's underneath, and Now it's pretty flat. I can barely feel it. Yeah, it's just the way the light's hitting it because the garage, my garage door is there and the light's coming through. And it's just the way it's hitting it. It's not reality though. So would I use this product in the future? Oh yeah, 30 bucks, well worthwhile. And that's probably gonna save the seat from tearing out in the future. Super easy to use, required almost no skill. This is not sponsored. We have, the Conconix has not given us a penny, neither is Amazon or anyone else. They didn't give us the product for free. This is all completely unsponsored. So if you'd give us the big thumbs up, if you found this video useful, we'd really appreciate it. Subscribe's also appreciated. They're both really helpful with the Google algorithms. If you have any questions or concerns, you can get a hold of us directly at www.urtech.ca. That's www.urtech.ca. Or you can leave a question or a comment below, and if we don't get back to you, somebody else will. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.